Hey, what's up, everybody? Lorenzo with Alternative City Comics, here with another indie comics review. This time I'm doing Stealth from Image Comics, and it's by Mike Costa and Nate Belgrade. This is a 6-issue limited series. I think the 6th issue just came out and wrapped up. So I'm going to give some spoilers about the first issue. So I think you can still jump on and either wait for the trade, or you can just find these issues, which are available to find at different places. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, probably shouldn't listen to this review. But I will not spoil anything past issue 1. Stealth takes place in Detroit, and first I want to say this is under Robert Kirkman's Skybound imprint. So this is an idea from Robert Kirkman that was developed by Mr. Costa. And it was, I think a few years ago, he came out with it or something like that, and Costa decided to write it, and it does a good job. It's a very socially conscious book. You really can't write about Detroit and not talk about the situation in real life that's going on there. I've been to Detroit several times. I've been to comic shows, which are usually held in the suburbs of Detroit, which are just like a different world completely. In Detroit, it seems like it never recovered from RoboCop. It's not. I mean, they've got a couple of new like sports stadiums, and they're trying to bring the city back and all this stuff. But it's you go through it, it's a lot of blight right around the corner from these new sports edifices that they've put there to bring in revenue for the city. They're not really invested in building the city and the people up, and that's a whole other story I don't want to get into, but just to give some background on what the writer is using. I feel like I haven't done research on him to see if he's from the area, but he must have done his research about this city, because I feel like I'm there when he's talking about it. So anyway, Stealth begins when this young man who's a journalist, he's trying to come up with a story about Detroit, about his hometown, and to express what really is happening in the city, and how the yuppies and the people who mean well, and there's like parts of the city that are like being sold as condos. Meanwhile, the rest of the city is being neglected, and he can't get the story the way he wants it. He's living with his father also. His father's a retired firefighter. And people know that there's a character or a superhero called Stealth in the city, and we kind of get the feeling that this reporter is Stealth, because at some point he takes a break from his writing. He talks to his father about, hey, problem going out, and next thing you see Stealth in action, and Stealth is like just kicking the shit out of this guy that just robbed a grocery store. And he throws the guy through the window, and it was really kind of overkill. And okay, we see the writer back in his office again, working on his story, thinking, okay, well, this guy is Stealth, and he's a little harsh. And his father is having a few episodes from Alzheimer's, so he's worried about his father. And his father's like, oh, don't worry about me. I was a fireman for all these years. I know what I'm doing. There's another instance where the writer goes out for another walk, and we see Stealth on patrol again. This time, Stealth attacks what he thinks are kidnappers, and he just he lands on the roof of the car and rips the people out of the car and everything. And he thinks that they are coming after him, and these are gangsters. But it turns out he just attacked a cop car. So now we're kind of concerned with, well, what's up with Stealth, all right? So flash forward to the journalist back at home again, and he's coming home, and he hears this ruckus upstairs, and he comes upstairs and finds his father in the Stealth outfit, just bloodied and disoriented, and he even attacks his son. He's trying to explain to him, Dad, it's me. He doesn't recognize it, because he's been Stealth for so many years, and he's just losing it. And it just really it's really kind of a great twist. That's why it's hard to not review this story and not get that twist away. But it all happens in issue 1, so you're gonna see it eventually. But like I said, if you don't want to, know the spoiler, there's great writing to come afterwards. If this is a Robert Kirkman creation, and the writing so far by Mr. Costa looks great. So I encourage you to read more of this series. Stealth is $3.99 book. It's a 6 issues limited series. It just wrapped up, I think, this month. So either wait for the trade or look it up. It'll be worth your while. So that's all for this Indie Comics review. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll be back with more content before you know it. So until then, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.